Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 4 of Let's Play Savior of Sapphire Wings, the experienced dungeon crawler that I'm having a blast with. And last episode, we procured the fortress known as Rondare, and today we're going to explore it a bit. So let's head to our room. Let's check out the profiles. Carson Landlight, leader of the Knights of the Round. I was defeated by the Overlord in my previous life, and all that remained was my soul. I reincarnated into my current form, though the price of reincarnation was the loss of my previous life's memories. Goals: defeat the Overlord, discover my new self. Saul Highfield, Knight Aspirant. 10 years ago, he escaped the encroaching darkness with his father, taking refuge in Fumey Village. Eventually, his father departed on another journey, and Saul was raised by the village elder Bonan until he became of age. Likes brave knights, swordsmanship, sweet things, and milk. Eltha Erlandetir, elf priestess, adopted a daughter of the elven chief Vindor. Eltha was chosen to become a priestess and eventually succeed him as chief. She is an adult despite her youthful appearance and behavior. Likes mountains and forests, praying, vegetable dishes, and sweets. Then we have Rorona, a Migmi healer, diminutive healer who worships the spirit god Phoenix. She looks young, but she's fully grown Migmi woman. She grew up with Saul, and they remain friends to this day. Likes Phoenix, healing people, alcohol, bread, and sweets. Squire status. Did we check what she learned? Inspire life. When in the party, all party members' max HP increases by 20%. She knows Cure, Enhance, Avoid, and that would be it. And her class is a level 2 healer. Let's go to Hall the Round. Looks like we have to go. Well, let's hit the cellar first. There's storage. We can store stuff. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in the box for us. Dang. Fairy medicine slightly recovers all allies' HP. Effect increased when the user's level and mysticism are high. Alertness tincture cures paralyze. High potion. Smoke bomb. Mirror of return. Magic mirror that allows you to instantly return to your base. Convenient when return home cannot be used. And then food ingredients. I guess we just take everything. Alright, there we go. Equip from storage. Yeah, nothing. Manage GP. We can deposit and withdraw. Let's go to Hall of the Round and check out the notice board. Touring Rondare. Tour the facilities of Rondare to learn their functions. Missing Migmi is over. Okay, oh, there's more, okay. In the, these are must be the main story. Locus, head to the place where the gods reside and overcome the trials assigned to you. Draw Knight is required to challenge the trials, accept this task from the notice board. After obtaining some, Beastfolk Slayer, effect 1% damage bonus against Beastfolk. The greater the number of monsters of the same type defeated, the more effective your attacks against them will be. Oh, so these are already going, right? And touring Rondare. Carson, I have been waiting for you. You should know that Rondare has much to offer you. I'll explain what I can. If there is anything you still don't understand, try experimenting with the facilities to learn more. But before that, I have a gift for your squires. Merlin takes out an emblem which bears the shape of a bird's wing. Is that the same one as the one on Sir Carson's chest? That's exactly right. This blue-winged emblem is the symbol of the Guardians of the Light, and in the past, each of the Knights of the Round bore one of these. They were once Carson's comrades. It's said that they challenged the Overlord, wishing to restore light to the world. But we're nothing compared to them. It wouldn't be right for us to wear these emblems, would it? On the contrary, destiny has guided each of you here to the Fort of the Round. That alone makes you worthy of bearing these sapphire wings. That is quite the responsibility. Hey, do you really think we can wear these? I don't see why not. You say so. That does give me a bit more confidence. Sheesh, you two. Don't you think you're overthinking it? They're so pretty, and they're gifts. It'd be rude to refuse them, right? Don't be so greedy. You're just like Popalog. Hey, that's mean. I'm nothing like him. We should take them, Saul. If we're not yet worthy of them, then we shall improve until we are. Together. You're right. I know I'll become worthy of this thing someday. Never forget what drives you. Your sincerity and determination will be what inspire those under your command. Now, let's go back to the topic at hand. For now, I'd like to give everyone a tour of Rondare. 3 places in Rondare hold particular importance. The Hall of the Round, the Cellar, and your room, Carson. These places are vital to Rondare's operations, so pay attention. We'll start with the Hall of the Round. The Hall of the Round is the heart of Rondare. All facilities are connected through this room. You can access your room in the cellar from here, as well as the watchtower and the squire's rooms. Wait, squire's rooms? Are we gonna live here? Rondare is a flying fortress. We'll be using it as our base of operations. So yes, you will be living here from now on. Will that be a problem? No, not really. But if we're doing this, then I gotta tell Pops. Say everything you need to. Yeah, I will. You will be allowed to bring some personal belongings with you to keep in your rooms. However, there aren't enough rooms for all of you, which means you'll have to share. Now then, as for the tour, squires should feel free to congregate in the Hall of the Round. All information is gathered at the notice board, and as such you may consider it the hall's heart. Missions are listed on the notice board and displayed according to their contents. Quests and tasks are important duties that deal directly with the current conflict. Etc., as the name suggests, are less crucial tasks that serve to keep track of your accomplishments. If you are unsure of what steps to take next, don't hesitate to consult the notice board. It really is a magical fort. Everything's so convenient. Is that all there is to this place? No, I've yet to explain the fort's communication system. The crystal allows you to communicate with the outside world using magic. Magical communication? Is it akin to telepathy? It's similar, yes, but not as complex. Those in the Hall of the Round can use the Skyfort crystal to freely project their intent to those beyond these walls. You'll be able to speak to those on the surface as if you were next to them. I see. So we will have no need of any special powers like telepathy? Yes, although you will only be able to talk with Squires of the Round. Now, Carson, allow me to entrust the crystal to you. I'm sure you will soon find an opportunity to test it out. I need a drink, guys. Got key item, Skyfort crystal. Continuing on, next would be the cellar. This room houses several facilities such as storage, magic furnace, and alchemical pot. You will likely use the storage most often. With it, you may store away items as well as your GP. You are only able to carry a set number of items, so be sure to leave behind what is not necessary. Being organized is important, isn't it? I'll do my best to keep things tidy. If you would, please. There are certain items you will use frequently, such as mirrors of return. Carson, please check your stock before departing. The magic furnace will likely get the most use after that. This furnace is able to melt down the equipment you no longer have use for. The power it produces is stored within the fort. Eventually, that power may be used to enhance your equipment. What does that mean? The details are unnecessary this time, however. Would you care for me to explain, Carson? If you would, please. Understood. Very well then. Simply put, melting down old items will strengthen new equipment. It does not occur by strengthening the equipment itself, but rather as a sort of blessing. Thus, its enhancing effect will appear immediately on all new equipment you find. The specific type of equipment that is enhanced will be determined by what is melted down. Swords enhance swords, armor enhances armor, and so on for each category. I believe that explanation should be sufficient. I'm not going to pretend I understood that, but it does sound really amazing. You may use the magic furnace in the cellar to melt down equipment at any time. Be vigilant about doing so with unnecessary items. Now regarding alchemy, I believe we should cover that at a later time. I plan to hold a practice session as introduction, so do look forward to it. You're now able to use the magic furnace. Begin enhancement task. Each equipment type +1 enhance. Lastly, allow me to explain this room. This is the Master's room, in other words, Carson's living quarters. As Rondare is a fort dedicated to the fight against the Overlord, no facility is unrelated to your mission. Here, you may view the squire's profiles, carry out talks, or enjoy meals. Your talks and meals are quite important, so I will discuss them separately at a later time. It is quite simple, but the specifics may wait. Allow me to explain the fort's notable locations and amenities to you. I thank you for listening. It's gonna be tough to remember all that. Excuse me, but I think I managed to catch most of it. Yeah, I guess all we gotta do now is get used to it. I don't think that will be a problem. It'll happen naturally just by living our lives here at Rondare. Learn by doing, isn't that what they say? Indeed, that is true. Now, while you are likely quite exhausted, I have taken the initiative to prepare a number of tasks for you to handle. What? Already? Don't you think we should ease into it? Maybe you're right. Yeah, you think so too, huh? Hesitation simply will not do, Carson. Keep in mind this is for the safety of everyone. I would like for you all to gain the strength necessary to your survival as quickly as possible. There is no time to rest during conflict. We're facing off against the Overlord. We need to be able to handle at least this much. That's right, we must do everything that we can. It will be fine, so long as you have that resolve. In regards to the tasks themselves, I have added them to the notice board under tasks. Note that it is a category separate from quests, so please be mindful of that fact. I'll be waiting for you to accept your next task. Quest complete, touring Rondare. Alright, let's go check the cellar and magic furnace. Okay, we have nothing in the box. We have nothing in our inventory. Alright, so let's head to the Hall of the Round, notice board. Practice talking, learn how to talk with your squires in your room in Rondare. Control Goblin Stronghold, gain control of all trap points in the Goblin Fortress within Fumey Valley. Notes, you don't need to control trap points in other areas of the valley. It may be efficient to accept other tasks at the same type as this one. Oh wow. +1 defense added to all daggers. Okay. Wow. Alright, whoops. Let's practice talking. I've been waiting for you, Carson. As master of this fort, one duty is your most important, how to talk to your squires. Let me ask you this. Do you understand the purpose of talking to them and what it accomplishes? To gain the trust of the squires. Correct. You will build bonds with your squires through daily conversation. In the battle against darkness, the power of your bonds will be what will save you. Overlord Oma uses an attack called Oma's Impact, which enslaves people to his will. To combat that incredible power, your bonds with your squires are indispensable. Our hearts are our greatest weaknesses, yet they are also our greatest strengths. To win, you must strengthen your hearts. Your bond with each squire is indicated by their soul ranks. Ultimately, the purpose of talking to your squires is to increase your soul ranks. Remember that. What kind of effect will it have? Raising soul ranks will benefit you in various ways. Allow me to illustrate with an example. The most obvious result is the influence on the speed of their growth. Squires with high soul ranks will gain bonus XP when you defeat enemies. In other words, the higher your squire's soul ranks, the faster they can grow. In fact, this effect also influences you as well, Carson. The XP bonus is decided by the average soul rank of the squires in your party. Take note of that when you win battles. I'm certain you'll be able to see the effects. Now then, why don't you try talking with your squires now? You may talk in your room. Follow me if you please. For now, I will explain the process itself. As one would expect, in order to begin a talk, you must first call upon your squire. Please select a squire from the list who has something they wish to discuss with you. There should be a mark on their icon to indicate this. I'll be observing from outside. Rest assured, I will provide assistance if needed. Merlin exits the room. You're now able to call your squires. Okay, they all have something. Let's go with Saul first. Hey, Master, can I come in? You have successfully called upon your squire. Now, please select the talk option. By doing so, you may listen to your squire's concerns and offer them your guidance. Talk. Wow, kind of nervous. What did you want to talk about? Well, damn it, I can't stand this. I'm just going to ask you outright. Do you think it's difficult to kill enemies? I do, but there's no other option. I see. That's a relief. Even you find it kind of difficult, huh? Difficult to kill, huh? To be honest, I find it pretty tough. When I slice through an enemy, I just can't get the picture out of my head. Guess there's not much sense going into battle if I'm hung up on this, is there? I'm here if you need to talk. Haha, that's just your job, isn't it? Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Master. Seriously, thank you for hearing me out, even if I'm just here to whine to you. While we're at it, though, I'm just curious. Is there anything you wanted to ask me? Tell me about your real parents. I've been told my dad was a traveling merchant, mostly selling daily necessities all over, so nothing super impressive. Don't know why my parents came all the way to a dinky place like this, though. Apparently, my mom passed away soon after they got here. Maybe it was the long trip. But that's how I ended up in the care of old Bonon. Not a super interesting story, huh? Well, guess that about does it. If I think of anything else, I'll come find you. Saul's soul gauge has increased. Hey, Master. I think I'm finally getting used to fighting. Well, I mean, compared to you, I'm definitely a novice, but I've been training since I was real little, and I think my work is starting to pay off. Who taught you swordplay? I taught myself. Then again, neither my dad or old Bonon wielded swords, so it's up to me. I'll do everything I can to improve myself. Fumey Village is a Migmy settlement, yeah? Just one lone goblin would cause a frenzy there. Once it starts getting even a little dark outside, the whole village hides inside their homes. To think about them trembling, living in fear, it's just not right. If there's any danger, we have to get rid of it, even if it means fighting. That's our duty, isn't it? It is. Yeah, that's why I became a squire. If you're going to face the Overlord, then please, let me help out. I know I'm still a novice, there isn't much I can do yet, but I promise to work as hard as I can. Please keep guiding me, Master. Saul's soul rank has become rank 3. Learned Flash Escape. Learned Woodsman's Trap. Learned Bond of Knights. Wow. More to talk about? That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for lending an ear. Okay, see you around. The squires have left. Merlin appears almost as if the squires have left. Merlin appears almost as if she had been waiting for you. Carson, pardon me for interrupting. That was rather well done. Easily worthy of passing marks, I'd say. I dare even say you've been remarkable. Seems you have done a splendid job of raising your squire's soul ranks. With your capabilities, I'm sure you'll have no trouble talking to them. Ah, by the way, Carson, when their soul ranks increased, did you learn anything? I feel like I did. You learned a union skill. It's a skill that activates when you work with your squires. They have various effects, such as making everyone charge the enemy or creating a magical barrier. Let me explain a little about the union skill you just learned. Flash Escape is a handy skill when you want to run away from monsters. With the exception of a few monsters, it allows you to run away from most battles. Woodsman's Trap is a skill that inhibits the movement of monsters, which is very effective when you don't want treasure boxes to escape, so keep that in mind. And lastly, there's Bond of Knights. I suppose I don't need to explain that one just yet. I'll tell you about it when the time is right. All union skills can only be activated by the master who leads the party. You will also need SP, union skill points, to use union skills. SP is gained naturally over the course of the battle. Its maximum value is equivalent to the combined soul ranks of all squires. As your SP increases, you may learn new union skills. This is just like your earlier experiences. When you use a union skill, your soul gauge will slightly increase. If you use it wisely, you can gain a notable advantage. Please try it for yourself whenever you can. That concludes this task. By the way, Carson, the first time you met all of your squires, do you remember creating their appearance and abilities with your own 2 hands? Sure, I remember. It's the same power that resurrected you, the miracle of the Phoenix. The power of reincarnation draws out the hidden potential of the soul and manifests it, and Rondare has received the protection of light. Through your prayers, you can recreate the reincarnation process anytime you choose. Reincarnating allows you or your squires to bring out new potential within yourselves. If it piques your interest, please feel free to try it out. Interesting. You and your squires can reincarnate in your room inside Rondare. When reincarnating, you can change a character's name, appearance, class, and abilities. You can also augment your main class by obtaining another class as a subclass. Selecting a subclass allows you to use the skills and equipment of that class. There are no downsides to selecting subclasses. Use them as you see fit. Furthermore, your squires can access subclasses by deepening their bonds with you. Please view the library of the round for a detailed explanation of subclasses. Now, there are still a few things to do before you depart on your journey. Please check the remaining missions on the notice board and move on to the next task. Thank you for your hard work. Until we meet again. Okay, task complete, practice talking. I did want to go ahead and call the squires. Pardon me, Master. You called for me, Master Carson? This is my first time having a consultation, so I'm afraid I'll be relying on you a bit. Not quite used to it either. Haha, seems we're both experiencing something new. I haven't had the opportunity to speak with a gentleman one-on-one until now. I'll get used to this in time. From here on, you will be the one who will guide me. I hope you don't mind me taking some of your time. I wanted to introduce myself and provide a bit of insight on the elven people as well. You're probably aware of this, but most elves spend their entire lives within the bounty of the forest. Among the races living in Alda, elves have the longest lifespan. For an elf, I myself am considered quite young, but by the standards of humans, 100 years is quite a long time, is it not? You certainly don't look it. Well, I'm 102 to be precise. I was born shortly before the last clash with the Overlord. However, our longer lifespans mean more time is required for elves to grow and mature. So in human terms, an elf of my age is still nothing more than a young adult. So please, there's no need to treat me with any special consideration. I'm really no different from the likes of Saul or Verone. Then I'll treat you the same. Thank you. Master Carson, I appreciate your kindness. Was there anything else you were curious about? What's the role of the Priestess? The Priestess presides over rituals and ceremonies as proof of our bond with nature. To the elves that reside in the forest, the role of the Priestess is vital. To be honest, the pressure is so great that I worry whether I can perform my duties at times. But that self-doubt will not move me forward. I'm here now as a squire of the round. Thank you again for allowing me to speak with you today. If you require anything, please feel free to summon me. Soul gauge is increased. Talk again. We've already discussed what was on my mind. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me, truly. Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay, let's call Verone. Master, it's Verone. I'm coming in, okay? Afternoon, Master. Thanks for your help at the Valley of the Skyfort. I'd totally given up hope for a rescue. As obvious as it is in hindsight, it didn't even cross my mind you'd be a knight of the round. So what are we supposed to talk about? Anything you'd like. Oh, seriously? What was I all nervous for? Well, guess an introduction would be a good start. My name's Verone. Migmi don't use any family names, so it's just Verone. Long story, but I was acting as village healer. I'm nothing special, I just know a lot about herbs and give a pretty killer massage. Let me think. Is there anything else I want to say? Oh, I know. Do you like alcohol, Master? Well, I know she likes alcohol. I'm not much of a drinker. But it's not like you hate it, yeah? Let's grab a drink together sometime. Oh, and don't worry. I know how it seems, but I'm a proper adult. No need to worry then. Yeah, humans tend to misunderstand in particular. I should have said she doesn't look it. Just look at my fluffy ears. No matter how you look at them, those are the ears of a full-fledged adult. Sheesh, you're annoying. I really am an adult. Gotta remember to look at Migme's ears before you go around doubting someone, okay? I don't know, that must be a bug. Soul gauge is increased. We already talked, didn't we? Maybe some other time, okay? Dismiss. Well, see you later. A little bit of a bug there. It turned into like I doubted her. Do the profiles increase? No. Alright. Let's head to the Hall of the Round. Hit the notice board. Practice alchemy. Learn how to use alchemy in Rondaire's cellar. Finishing this task allows you to use the alchemical pot. I've been waiting for you, Carson. You nearly learned the basics as a master. I know this must be a lot to take in, but please bear with me for a little longer. Now then, allow me to tell you about practicing. This time there are two things I'd like you to learn. How to use quest info and how to use the alchemy pot in the cellar. There are a few food ingredients I've prepared in the cellar storage. Use them to make some food, Carson. Use whatever you wish. Are you unsure of what to make? Check the quest info in regards to that. When you select Carson via everyone's status, you should see quest info. From there, select Practice Alchemy and read the detailed information about the task. That will tell you which food to make. When you know what to make, all that's left is to use the alchemy pot. You'll need some GP to begin the process, but fuel shouldn't cost too much. However, if you have the Alchemist class's Alchemy 1 skill, you can avoid some expenses. You'll be able to use alchemy for free on rank D and E food. It will also allow you to use the portable alchemy pot and perform alchemy in labyrinths. Once you're done, please select Report from Practice Alchemy on the notice board. From there, I shall see the results. I await your results. Now able to use the alchemy pot. Begin task, Practice Alchemy. Alright, so if we come here, quest info, Practice Alchemy. The objective for the food is vegetable soup. Please make it using Frontier Vegetable. Okay, we don't actually know any recipes. Alchemy. Frontier Vegetable. Vegetable soup costs 15 GP. And if I combine or break it down, I'd get 3 flaccid vegetables. Let's go. Yes. Got vegetable soup of 1. So what does a vegetable soup actually do? And there's combine. Dismantle. Alright, I guess we did it. We made a vegetable soup, but recover item recovers 5 to 10 HP. Also used for cooking. Bait for traps. Bait for traps. Okay, that was easy enough. Carson, thank you for your hard work. Let's see, it seems you've made vegetable soup. I see you checked the required food and processed the ingredients using the alchemy pot. A wonderful result. I'm happy to say that you have passed. The quest info you've learned this time will be very useful in accomplishing your missions. If by any chance you get stuck on your missions, please be sure to check it. I'm sure you'll find hints to overcome your obstacles. Now then, let me tell you about the food you've made. You can serve it when eating with your squires. Just as with talking, call a squire to your room and select the eat option. If you make use of eating, you can increase the soul gauge without having to fight. However, there are two things to note. First, your stomach is not, of course, bottomless. After eating 3 times, you can't eat again until you're hungry. Try taking a walk outside for a while. You'll get hungry again after walking and fighting for a time. Second, your squires all have their own preferences for food. The more they like the food you serve, the more their soul gauge will increase. There are foods some of your squires may dislike, so watch out for that. Your squire's preferences are summarized simply in the profiles in your room. Please use that as a reference. This concludes your current task. However, there should be other tasks as well. Knights of the Round, do not rest. Now then, until the next task. Task complete. Practice alchemy. You're now able to use eat. Notice board. Oh, we probably have to go eat then. Let's save. This is episode 4. And then let's see how long we've been playing for. 30 minutes. Okay. Alright, let's call... Master, it's Veroni. I'm coming in, okay? Let's eat. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to eat yet, actually. Profiles. What does she like? Alcohol, bread, and sweets. So I should go to the cellar. Use the alchemical pot. Sweet potato. Alcohol. Dang, we don't have anything. Alcohol, baked goods, and sweets. Oh, she likes baked goods. How about baked fish? Let's go eat baked fish. Veroni is sipping on the contents of her keg. Well, if it isn't some baked fish, guess I gotta give you the other half of my portion. No appetite today? Sheesh, that's not it at all. You know, baked fish just doesn't work as a snack. You just don't get it, do you? Veroni's soul gauge has increased, but... dismiss. Well, see you later. That was not what it means by... Oh, bread, not baked fish, you goof. Vegetable dishes, sweets. Sweet things, milk. Okay, we did bad with her on both counts, but we can make up for it with... sweet things like a sweet potato. 10 GP. Make a sweet potato and vegetable dishes. We'll make another vegetable soup. Let's just double check here. Vegetable dishes and sweet things. Is a sweet potato really, you know, really sweet though? Let's go ahead and make like orange juice. That's definitely sweet. We'll share an OJ, bro. Hey, master, can I come in? Orange juice. Saul glances down at the cup. The orange juice is in. Oh, some orange juice? Man, and I was just getting thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Saul chugs down the orange juice in a matter of seconds. Saul's soul gauge has increased. Okay, see you around. And finally, let's call Alpha. Pardon me, master. Eat a vegetable soup. Alpha sits at the table, hands clasped in prayer for the meal before her. Thank you so much, master. I wasn't expecting such a wonderful meal. You didn't go out of your way for me, did you? She doesn't like when I say that, so I mostly made it for me. Either way, it makes me happy knowing we share similar taste. Now, let us make haste to enjoy our meal. I should have said anything for you. She didn't want me to go out of her way, though. After finishing her prayer, Eltha happily begins to eat the vegetable soup. Oh, she got a big soul gauge increase. Now, if you'll excuse me. I thought she would have been, like, offended if I just said anything for you, like I went out of my way. I don't know. Alright, anything on the notice board? I guess? I guess we have to take on control of Goblin Stronghold. I've been waiting for you. The task I'd like you to complete is control Goblin Stronghold. As you all know, the place remains a dangerous goblin hideout. Before leaving this area, I'd like to ensure that the village will remain safe. Are we close to departing? I shall not answer that question yet. For now, nurturing your strength as squires of the round should be your primary objective. You cannot rush this process. My apologies. First, I'd like to talk about how to proceed with this task. Everyone, this way please. What's up? Why did you take us to the cellar? Is there something you need here? The Cyclops in the valley seem to have been conditioned for battle. They must have wandered into the valley and found themselves caught in the goblins' traps, likely due to hunger. Otherwise, I doubt the goblins would be able to make monsters obey them as they have. I see, that makes sense. I guess those giant things have insatiable appetites. That's what I'm counting on. Use baits to lure out the monsters in the valley. Anything specific? If you go to Fumey Valley later, I believe you'll find spots like these. This is a place where monsters gather often. These locations are called trap points. For this task, you must defeat the monsters at all trap points at the Goblin Stronghold. Stamping out the monsters attracted at trap points, that should secure the village. Just please approach this task cautiously. Alright. So what should we do first then? You can place food, etc. items as bait on trap points. If the bait is to the monster's liking, monsters will appear there. Simple, no? Bait that monsters prefer, huh? What exactly should we use? Depends on the monsters living at each location. For the time being, you may try using fruits found here in Fumey Valley. Lemon, orange, or apple, any of those would most likely be fine. Given the proper motivation, a Cyclops may appear. The monsters in this area like fruits? I wouldn't have expected something like that. You're saying those things may appear again? You have one more ally now, so I'm sure you can handle it. Now then, it'll take some time until the monsters take the bait. Once you've placed a bait, fight other monsters or place bait at another trap point. Do that, and by the time you return to the first trap point, an enemy should appear. This is a sign that you've caught something. If nothing appears after a long time, it means the bait didn't work. The bait will go to waste in that case, so keep that in mind. Monsters have preferences? Can't say I'd have figured that. Monsters are living creatures, so it's only natural they would. Once you defeat the monsters that take the bait, you will have controlled the trap point. Repeat this again and gain control of all trap points at the Goblin Stronghold. Remember, you only need to control the Goblin Stronghold. You won't need to worry about trap points in other locations. Of course, if you do capture them, you may reap further benefits. Now then, that is all for my explanation. Carson, do you have any questions? About bait. If you go to Fumey Valley, I think you'll find spots like... time until monsters take the bait. Same stuff she said. Okay, nothing in particular. There are a few things I haven't told you about, but I'll tell you when you get there. Don't forget to move the etc. items, which are your bait, from the storage to your inventory before leaving. Now then, I pray for your safety. May the eternal light be present where the squires of the round are headed. Control Goblin Stronghold. Okay, let's go to the notice board. What else is there? Locus of God. Yeah, we need Dranite. Alright, I'm going to save here and say thank you for joining me. I know there was a lot of chatting this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Next time there will be a lot more action as we're going to go trapping monsters, so that should be fun. Thank you so much. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. I will catch you next time with more. Take care. So long.